Que lo que hay, mi gente? Welcome back to Two Drinks and a Ting. I'm your thing, Nathalia. And we have no one here. This episode is going to be a tad bit different. So strap the fuck up, all right? Hi, welcome. If you're new, I'm Nathalia. This is a podcast of my life, shit I do, shit I find funny with my friends, so on and so forth. Today's episode, if you are new, is slightly different. So don't be shook if you're seeing a one woman show and you're like, this is boring. Not today, Satan. Today's not going to be boring. I guarantee you that. I don't know if you guys remember a while back. I say a while, last week's episode. I was talking with Holly and Zach. Hi, boo boo. And I had told them that I decided to do speed dating. Even though that was the first time I mentioned it, everyone in my life knows I did the speed dating event because it was transformative, may I tell you. And everyone was just like, oh, are you going to talk about it? Are you going to talk about it? Da, da, da. Today, Christmas has come early. You're welcome. I'm going to talk about it. First of all, why speed dating isn't like a thing out here is baffling. Your girl felt retro. She felt like she discovered cheese. It was amazing. So this episode is going to be my experience, what company I use, and just what happened. And it's just going to be a good old time. So grab yourself a drink, sit on back, relax, and get ready to feel the vibes. Because, honey, I can already tell you, I met a psychopath that night. Today's drink of the day, water. Your girl went out last night. She needs to recover at this current moment. It's so cute. I have a souvenir. I got a little bruise. So for the YouTube viewers, they're seeing a beautiful bruise that has appeared on my wrist. Don't know how I got there. I'm sure she has a story and we would love to hear about it. But before we begin, please like, follow, and subscribe everywhere you get your podcasts. And for the visual viewers, YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. All right, I'm going to take you on this transformative tour of MyCheek Dates is the company I used for said speed dating. I've always heard of speed dating because I know like after the pandemic, a lot of people were saying like, oh, online dating is so boring, trash, rightfully so. So they were doing just like mixers for you to enjoy other people's company after being locked down for so long. So I was like, oh shit, that always sounded cool. I never wanted to go by myself until I brought it up with my friend Christina, friend to the pod, and she was down to go. So I was like, okay, say less. I have a victim to come with me. So you're going to see over here in the screen. So if you want to come take a look-a-loo or open up your phone and just put mycheekydates.com, you can follow along. And there go by different states and shit like that. So of course we had to select the nearest biggest city within our state, which is unfortunately Orlando. So we selected Orlando and then it just gives us a list of everything, all the events, the age groups that we wanted to see. So my friend, she want herself a Odie, you know? She's like, okay, well, I don't want to do a young buck. Rightfully so. So then what age do you want? We ended up going to an event that was 27 to 37, I would like to say. Honey, y'all need to have more for the older folks because this is bullshit. Literally, there's no events out here for the older folks, which is like, old people need love too. I don't understand. So you decide where you want to go and then you just buy your ticket. And then it gives you your brief itinerary of what time the event is, what the age group is, location, all that jazz. So we decided to do that. I was like, all right, cool, say less. In the email that they sent to you, so you have to create a profile because, of course, when you create your profile, it says your bio about you, your personality, or what have you. And then that's also going to be the account that you're going to be able to check your quote unquote matches. So you create yourself a profile, give yourself your information, which I find strange that they don't give your age. Because I don't know, to me, age is kind of important. You don't want to date someone who's too young or someone who's too old. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So you create your profile, and then once you create your profile, they're going to send you all the information. Date of, I believe, is how I remember it. and it basically just gives you a brief rundown of where you're going to go. You're going to go to the White Cafe. The event starts at 7 o'clock. Please be there 15 minutes early. Look for Vanessa. When you find Vanessa, clock in or check in. We proceed to rock up. Event took place at White Wolf Cafe. It's in Lake Ivanhoe area. So if you know, you know. We went there, didn't know what the hell to expect, but your girl was looking mad cute. She had on a black dress. Her hair was looking cute, half up, half down. And my friend, she went rocking up with some cute black jeans, a black shirt, and I'm pretty sure her hair was in a ponytail. I'm not gonna kid you. This place looks so small. I was like, where's the event? Because I thought it was gonna be like a little private room or something like that. And then you have your, you know how the TVs are. You have your little sections, your little tables, and they're gonna be like in a line. No, sorry, Bob, not this area. We walk in. There's gonna be booths and that you can be able to sit in with some tables in front. And it was just in the middle of the room, open to the public, open to the actual event. So I go in. I find the hostess because I don't see Vanessa anywhere up and down this place. I'm just like, hi, we're here for the event. Is Vanessa here? She just shrugged her shoulders. She's like, honey, I just clocked in. I don't know what you're looking for. She has a clipboard, go to her. She's pointing to some chick behind her. I'm like, say less, you right. Sorry for bothering you. We go to this girl with the clipboard, and I was like, hi, are you Vanessa? She's like, oh my God, yeah, we like, hi, how are you? I'm like, oh, we're good. She's like, is this your first time? She's talking to this one girl who I became friends with because one thing about Nathalia, she's going to become friends with somebody out in public. So we see her name is G. I ain't going to say her name. And she's just like, oh my God, this is a new patron too. She's first time. So you can just sit over here. I'm about to explain what happens and how we're gonna move forward, and you guys just get to know each other. So we're talking to her, we're talking to Vanessa because allegedly, if you getting good with the hostess, she can bring back word that you cool, you're not problematic, and they will let you know when they're going to have another event that's going to be for free for you. Just in case you don't meet the love of your life on the first go, you can come back for free if there's available spots. So I was like, oh my God, I got to make sure we nice because paying 30 something dollars every single time you want to do the little speed dating shit, absolutely not. No. So we sit down in one of the booths waiting for the event to actually start so she can be able to give us our, directions. We're talking to G, first time, never done it before, looking for her husband, same. So I was like, all right, cool, we vibing. I'm crackling jokes. Oh my God, we're all virgins here. Cackling, cackling, cackling. The lady comes over, and now we got a squad around us. We got the girl with the clipboard, Vanessa, and we have a couple of strays, the men who I'm assuming are here for the event. But then again, it's open to the public. So she proceeds to say, Vanessa, that how the night is going to work is there's going to be 7 minutes per person, and you're going to go clockwise. Of course, like the movies, females sit and wait, men shuffle about. And then she proceeds to say, so when you open up your app, your profile, you're going to be able to see the roster, quote unquote. And that just means the people who paid and who are in attendance for the said event. Now, the roster, all you see, again, no ages, is the first name and then a brief bio of who they are. I'm just like, oh, cool. It's literally a checklist. So she wants us after our little date and before the next one to whip out our phones, look to see the guy that we just talked to, and rank him whether or not we like him right then and there. I was gasping because your girl don't got a screen protector on her phone. So he gonna see everything I say. And it's like, don't like, cannot be bothered with. Shit like that. That's how it went. I was just like, in front of their faces, you want us to do this? She's like, yeah, some people don't have the best memory. So it will just be easier for you guys to check as you go. And sure enough, I couldn't do that anyways because literally the place is so small. The moment the man gets up to walk, the other one is in his spot and it started. So in what universe am I check marking that I like the other man or not? She's like, all right, everyone, take your seats. And this guy who was eyeing us from across the bar, I didn't know he was with the group. I thought he was just a regular patron. And he sits down. He's like, oh, can I sit and be your first date? And I'm like, oh, sure. Yeah, no problem. This is a serial killer I think I encountered. He sits down. His name is, I don't know, Andrew. And we kick it off. So we're chit chatting. He tells me what he does. I tell him what I do. He asks, like, what my hobbies are. You know, your girl, she likes everything and anything to have a good old time. You know, she doesn't like to trap herself in a box. She's out. So, what do you like to do? This man is gonna look me dead in my fucking face and say, I love to collect dead animal bones on the side of the road. Baffled. I was shook. I didn't have pearls, but I had a necklace. I clutched them. I was like, what? And he was just like, I know it sounds bad, but hear me out. I'm also a plant daddy. And I'm trying to think in my head, what does one have to do with the other? You know what I mean? Like, I'm no rocket scientist or whatever. This is where my mind is going. My mind is going back to sixth grade earth science. I know bones can turn into like fossil fuels and shit. Like, what? He proceeds to say, usually I go walking the highways of Florida for dead carcasses, animal carcasses, birds, anguillas, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. He goes fucking finds them, right? Takes their bodies back home. Follow me. Takes their body back home, chops the skin and meat off, and then depending on what the animal is, he will freeze the meat to eat it later on in life. But his main goal is to take the animal bones, boil them, allegedly, and then powder form them and put them in the soil. This man is literally like Dexter. So in the moment, I'm baffled. And he's told me this 2 minutes into our date. I still got 5 minutes with this cat. Like, what the fuck do I say after that? I don't know the follow up question you want me to do. Is there a particular favorite animal bone that you've like come across? So he was like, "Oh no, I don't have any particulars, but you know, the fatter the better." Okay. And he was like, "You look alarmed. Did I just cheat myself out of this date?" I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah, you fucking did. And then, of course, my fucking luck, the time bell ring, ding, 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 ding. Okay, we're done with the dates. On to the next. I'm being polite. He kisses my hand. Serial killer. And he tries to leave. But as he's like looking around, each person is already taken. So I have to sit with this dude again for another 7 fucking minutes. Like, what do we talk about after this? You just told me you're a serial killer. So he's just like, well, I guess I have another chance with you, 2 dates in a row. And then he's just like, oh, I really liked your bio. I thought it was so funny. What does my profile say? I put, good day. My name is Nathalia. I've been told I light up any room I'm in parentheses. Fingers crossed I don't meet a serial killer. Close parentheses. Oh, yes. The Lord has a funny sense of humor. At the end of the night, we're tallying up our people. So, spoiler alert, yes, I had like 5 matches, spoken to 2 out the gate. It's me, Christina, and my friend G, the girl I just met, right? And I'm just like, oh, who did you like? Did you guys like anyone in particular? Like, who stands out to you? Da 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 da. I proceed to then be like, oh, have you guys talked to that one guy, Andrew? He was a bit like sketch. She's just like, no, who's Andrew? What are you talking about? I'm like, let me paint the picture for you. He had like gingery hair. He had a good full beard. He had a cute like mustache that's like Sherlock Holmes handlebar mustache. And he had snake bites. So when I proceeded to like describe him, they're like, oh, no, we didn't have a date with him. After he had his date with you the second time, he left the event and he just walked out. Pardon? So you mean to tell me this Andrew cat only quote dated me? Let's just say your girl didn't reach out to him. He was one of my matches though. Oh yes. Andrew was one of my matches. Mm-hmm. But you know what's also funny? He was also matches of everybody else that he didn't fucking meet. So that's when I knew he was a fake ass bitch. Other than the whole entire murdering part. But then later on, as I told my sister what had went down, she was just like, that doesn't sound right about the whole entire bones. So I looked it up online because apparently that's a fucking thing. Bone meal fertilizer is made from steamed animal bones, which are then grounded into a fine powder or granules of applications on plants or crops. Bones are full of nutrients and minerals that benefit, helping to make them healthier and stronger. Boom, science. So I guess he wasn't a psychopath or a crazy person. He was like, "What do you think I do with my bones or whatever?" And I'm like, I told him my theory. He was like, "My head wants to say you do fossil fuels or some bullshit like that." I could have damn well sound real dumb to him because I felt dumb because I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about because I'm in shock. But I did look it up. A fossil fuel is a hydrocarbon containing material such as coal, oil, natural gases formed naturally in the Earth's crust. I don't fucking know. I thought he was gonna fucking bury the damn bone so it can create the said fuel. I don't know. From the remains of dead plants and animals that is extracted and burned as a fuel. So I wasn't far off. But then it dawned on me, how long does it take for bones to be fuels? I'm assuming years. But I don't know what this man's process is. So that's what I thought. I went down a rabbit hole. I didn't know if I was crazy or stupid. First date, crazy at the gate. Where is he now? That's the real fucking question. So we push forward. There's no secret. Your girl don't want no kids. She want to get married, but she don't want no damn kids. If you got kids, congratulations. You need to fucking like medal. So the last date I had, thank the Lord, he was the last one. His name, we're going to call him Ryan. So Ryan sits down in front of me. This man, real cute, clean cut, has like a nice trimmed beard, a button down shirt, looks very fit, cute. At this point, I'm tapped. I've sat down with 15 said men. I've had good conversations, meaningless conversations, and I instantly don't feel it. I don't know. There's just something about him that wasn't my type. So I was just like, all right, cool. Around minute 4, because the lady comes around, okay, you guys are your half moment mark. You have 3 more minutes, things like that, you know? I was there with the mission. Do you want to get married? A. Do you want to have kids? Do you want to reside in Florida? Those are my 3 main questions, but not as an interrogator, not right out the gate. I'm going to feed it into the conversation. Now's a conversation to have, you know what I mean? So we have a conversation. He was like, so what are you looking for? I'm like, oh, consciously dating. And he was like, I feel that, yeah, I want to get married, just not anytime soon. I feel like I have enough time to take care of it. I was like, do you mind if I ask how old you are? Wow, that's offensive. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we not at speed dating? Like, how's that offensive? It was a bad joke. He was like, oh, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I just know it's offensive if men ask women that, which I don't understand that. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not offended. So can you please answer my question? Okay, cool. So we're about the same age. Do you want kids? And I'm like, no. Do you? What? Why don't you want kids? Like, of course I want kids. The demeanor change. He's like, so why don't you want kids? Very like aggressive. And I was just like, well, they're kind of like annoying. It's not the right economy for it. Like, I'm sorry. If you're able to live a life with no kids and not struggling with 2 jobs or whatever, go off, have all the kids you want in your world. But kudos to you. But it's not me. And then he just proceeds on with the last 2 minutes to explain to me why having kids is so important and how he just finds it weird that I don't want kids. Okay, I don't know what else to say to that. To each his own. Pop off. And it was the longest 2 minutes of my life. I was searching for fucking Vanessa. I was like, listen here, Vanessa, you're taking a fucking piss break and I'm gonna need you to wrap this shit up. She never came. Vanessa was gone. She was cackling in the corner And she saw me struggling. She did not give a shit. Because where was Vanessa at? After what he said, I was like, okay, well, I think that ends our date. Congratulations on your journey. I hope all is well for you. And he fucked off. Not surprised that Christina fell in love with this Ryan cat. They bonded over dogs. But that's all good. I wish him nothing but the best. So as we're there tallying, gossiping about who we like and whatnot, I had a couple of contenders. Thankfully, every person that I did liked me back, and we matched right then and there. They gave you a 5 scale. So like top, oh, this is my top pick. I really wanted to hang out with her, or lukewarm middle. Like, yeah, there's something there. I think we need to explore it, or towards the end, like, nah, ain't it? Fuck off. We ain't doing it. So they're not going to tell you where you landed on the scale, but they are going to link you together, I'm assuming, if you guys both match above a certain scale. You know what I mean? So like if I gave Fabio a 3 and he gave me a 4, we're close to each other and we do want to see where it goes. We're going to be a match. You know what I mean? So we're sitting there, we're chit chatting, we talking, and one of the guys that I really like had a good time with is lingering around, and he decides to join us and sit. And I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to go out, linger to see if we can vibe without a time frame. You know what I mean? So this cat, Angelo. So we chit chatting, and he's one of the younger men that I ended up talking to. And I already knew we vibed and that he was going to be a match with me based on our conversation. And the fact that he just sat down and wanted to like extend the night, which is great. Cool. Love it. So we're chit chatting, and he's asking for my number. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Why not? No, Nathalia. What the fuck? Why not? You know what I mean? Before I do that, I'm just like, hold up, pull up your checklist right now and show me where I'm at. And he was just like, wow, we really gonna do that right now? Mind you, the way the checklist works, or your roster, is it opens up right at the start of the event, so 7 o'clock, and then you have until midnight to submit your picks. And then once you submit it, it takes about an hour to generate, typically after the event. And then you have an hour from when you submit it to see your matches. My friends didn't want to wait. We did it right there. Boom, 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 boom. Like, once you submit it, you can't re-enter it to like change your thing, your selection or anything like that. It's once it's done, it's done. So I was like, hold up, did you submit yours already? And he's like, nah, I didn't. And I'm like, where you put me at? He looked me up and he put heart eyes on me. So I was like, okay, yeah, you can have my number. Sure, why not? So I gave him my number. Cool cat. We proceeded to chit chat for a few right then and there. It was a good vibe. So, all in all, highly suggest speed dating in something different. So much easier gauging someone's vibe in person than it is on these stupid ass apps. And that's like one thing they're like asking. They're like, oh, why are you not doing online apps or online dating? Da, da, da. Simple. I'm not cute online. Okay. I'm fucking cute in person. You can hear my tone. You can see my facial expressions. You can see that I'm funny as shit. And your girl got pretty eyeballs. Like, I'm the whole package in person. I'm also just a very vibey person. Like, if the vibe's right, I feed off of it. You can't really do that on chat. You kind of could. Like, you can tell when someone's being cheeky. Well, you can tell when someone's being flirty. But, like, you can definitely misinterpret a lot of shit on text. Highly suggest e-dating, because this is bullshit. Everyone's talking about, like, oh, you can't meet your husband in your house if you don't go nowhere. Well, bitch, I can't meet my husband at Home Depot or at Target or anywhere fucking else that I usually go to, because if they're there, they're married or in a good relationship. But then also, I feel like a lot of times men have the idea that women don't want to be fucking bothered, so don't approach us. I mean, it's a flip a coin. I don't fucking know. It depends on who you fucking see, how you approach them, whatever. But a lot of my friends say that that's the reason why they don't approach women. It's because you hear all the time, like, oh my God, I just want to be left alone. rightfully so. And that is the case, just not for me. Like, if you think I'm cute, tell me in a nice way. You know what I mean? But whatever. Shockingly, a lot of the people who were at this speed dating event, it wasn't their first time. It was like their fifth time. A lot of them dabbled in different companies that were in Orlando and that had different events. So I was shook that there were so many different companies that they had over here and that people would just be out here. It was eye-opening. It was amazing. I felt as if it was like the 70s shows whenever they're in their basement and you see like the camera switch from one person to the others just to see their POV. That's literally how I felt. I felt like I was just here and the camera was just rotating, rotating. It was cute. I loved it. It was a vibe. Oh, I didn't tell you the results. So let me tell you. I got 5 matches from that night. From those 5 matches, I proceeded to chit chat with 2 people. One of them, as I already told you, this Angelo cat. I gave my number right then and there. He was one of the matches that I had. Then another one. So the way that they contact you is through email. So the other person who messaged me, well, name is Joe. He emailed me and he was like, "Hey, this is Joe. It's really nice to meet you. This is my number. Hit me up. Would love to chill with you after the fact." And I'm like, "All right, say less." Took his number down, shot him a quick text, and we proceeded that way. From going to, I don't think I'm going to get any matches whatsoever, to then having 5 matches, to then having 2 potential like dates or whatever. It was a good time. It was a good vibe. I loved it. Definitely gonna go again. Probably gonna go to a older age group. Some people, not gonna say who, want to hit up 40-year-olds. So we gonna see what's up with that. But also, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And by you people, I mean you speed dating events or like companies that are out in these streets hosting on a weekday. Me and Christina were really interested in this one that was 33 to 43. And they had their shit on a Thursday. Pardon? Aren't you tired of from work? Like, because you're older and we are busy bodies, we're not young thugs no more. Shouldn't we be meeting up on a Saturday at 4 o'clock or maybe Saturday for brunch? Like, get a little mimosa, start like hustling, chit chatting, networking, if you will. But a weekday? I'm sorry, I'm not fucking 26 no more. I can't be out clocking out of work to go hop in my car to drive down to the local White Wolf Cafe. And then, mind you, this place got shit parking. Your girl can't parallel. I don't know if I already told you this, but your girl can't parallel. So street parking ain't it. So now, not only do I have to get my shit together on a Thursday, I gotta mentally prepare my mind to find street parking or like hope and pray that I can get lucky with some premium parking. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Would highly, highly suggest you do it. Cheeky Dates is pretty cool. It's pretty fire. I have no complaints about it. Other than y'all trifling on some bullshit. Open up your age groups, open up your events, make them on a weekend, and show the ages on the match profile so I know we ain't wasting no time on little young thugs. That was the experience with said speed dating. It was so much fun. I don't know why I ever went out of style. Fuck online dating. But if you met the love of your life on online dating, congrats. You're very few, very rare. I hope that was eye opening for you. But link down. Let us know if you've heard or you know of any speed dating or mixer events in town where we can link up and find our potential husbands or sugar daddies or fuck buddies. I don't know. People have a wide range of needs and necessities. You know what I mean? But yeah, or if you've ever done speed dating, how was your experience? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you in your head like I was? I must have changed my outfit like 3 or 4 times. And mind you, this outfit was being built up from the moment we paid and we got our confirmation emails. But if you have any like good outcomes and you probably I don't know, you probably had the same experience where you met a serial killer like me. Said Andrew, I'm looking for him. I don't know where he's at. Was I supposed to be said victim that night? I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. But yeah, definitely put it in the comment down below. I definitely want to know. I want to hear. We can kiki kaka. And then if you want to know the next event I'm going to, we can all go together. Yeah. If you're in Florida, near Orlando, because that's the biggest city, let's link up. Let's party. Imagine if I do my own little speed dating. Oh my God. My own little speed dating show. Oh my God. Two Drinks and a Ting presents speed dating. I was low key thinking of vlogging, but so much shit happened that day. Your girl was late. She forgot her pinky ring at the house. She had to bus back over to go get it because I bought said pinky ring for a said event. It was horrible. But yeah, I hope you had a wonderful experience. Stay tuned. Your girl is going to football, soccer. Next week, I'll definitely let you guys know how that goes because your girl is out here. I told you, me, Zach, Holly, we out in these streets. Okay, we're gonna go hit up. I think it's called City Orlando. I don't fucking know the actual name. We're gonna have a good old vibe. It's gonna be a time of our lives. It's gonna be a little cutie. So we're just gonna leave that at that. Okay, dos vidania. Bye.